welcome back to the men's room. I'm your host, Newton Downey JR. This is our NFL preseason preview. We're going to give you the rundown on all 32 teams so you know how to bet, how to gamble for sportsbook.com or Casino Caesars, any of the casinos, any of the online casinos, DraftKings, fantasy teams. It's all legal now, so we can do it. No need to call Tony the bookie, okay? So we're going to run down all the teams, all the gambling odds. But first, I got to say that this preview is brought to you by Lay Jane's Haircuts for Men, the only place in town where a man can be a man at the hair salon. You can get a little chop your twigs off the top. You can get a little shave. You can get a little cleaned up, go to your job, while also getting the comfort of a really beautiful woman. I'm not allowed to say certain things about these ladies, but let me just tell you, you're not going to be disappointed in your hairstyle. That's not the hairstyle's fine, and a little something else is fine too. And if you're having trouble with that little something else, this is also brought to you by Erection pills. For him, for men, we're doing erection pills. We're doing hair growth pills. I take them, finasteride, we do it. And that'll, trust me, if you haven't had erection and you haven't, we're not supposed to call them erection pills. We're supposed to be a little more subtle, but I'm telling you, because you're my friend, you're watching this show, they're erection pills. So we're talking about those pills, and if you haven't had erection in a long time, one of the things you might want to do is take the finasteride, then you go to Lay Jane's Haircuts for Men, because you got the hair back. First up, we got the Arizona Cardinals, and they still got Tweedle-Deedle-Deedle doing quarterbacking behind the offensive line. This guy's so little, you can't see what's going on past the offensive line. They're lucky no one in Scottsdale, Flagstaff, Phoenix, nowhere in Arizona do they care about this GD team. Might as well send back to Chicago. Might as well be the B team there. Next up, we got the Atlanta Falcons, and these guys really they grind my gears a little bit. I'll tell you this much right off the tip. First of all, they brought in pocket passer Kirk Cousins. This guy's an experienced playoff performer, and they've reduced this man to going on Netflix to get freaking Fantastic Sam haircuts, okay? Because they couldn't just be satisfied with Kirk Cousins throwing lasers. They had to bring in Michael Penis. And this guy, he's lollygagging around the field, throwing softballs, showboating, wearing gold chains. Michael Penis is the new savior of Atlanta. I don't understand how that type of stuff is going on. This guy's b-balling, doing basically breakdancing. How is that going to play in the ATL? Next up, we got the Baltimore Ravens. And folks, whoops, somebody got caught, okay? First of all, I never even thought I'd say this, but Hall of Fame kicker? What? They got Hall of Fame kicker Justin Tucker, the most accurate guy, most points ever in the league. This guy is made to kick field goals. This is your home field advantage. But this guy's slipping out, okay? Don't bring him to Lay Jane's Haircut for Men. You can't trust him around there because this guy's letting it all hang out, okay? He's sliding out. He's getting massages. He's getting haircuts. He's going to the doctor. All these things, he's showing his little friend Justin Jr. to everybody, okay? So they had to finally let him go. I don't know how they're going to score any points because Lamar Jackson's just throwing air balls into the end zone. You can't trust a guy to score points. He can't read a defense. I don't know what he's looking at. Next up, we got the Buffalo. I should do next up. Buffalo Bills. This team was DOA last year. They had all the talent. Josh Allen, gunslinger, reminds me of Brett Favre. This guy is true blue all the way, but they couldn't put together. They were working as a team, and their coach, Sean McDermott, comes in and he says, listen, folks, I need you to focus just like the attackers on 9/11. Sure enough, the boys start playing. These fellas started riffing. They started scoring points. They made it all the way to the AFC Championship. So I'm thinking, what does this guy have to do this year? Is he going to have to do his own attack? Is he going to have to go in and bring in Timothy McVeigh for a halftime speech? Folks, we need to be as organized as the Oklahoma City bombing. They're going to do Michigan militia training camps. That's the only way to get these guys motivated to win a Super Bowl. The year is now. The Carolina Panthers. Uh-oh, David Canellis got caught. Their new coach, he had to go online and write a book because, let's just say, he's sorry to his wife because he got caught doing digit diddling with himself looking at pornographies on the team charter. Okay? He had to write a book about it. This guy's supposed to lead men, but he's so sad he's got to apologize to his wife writing a book about doing masturbation. I'm not listening. This team's going nowhere. Don't trust the Carolina Panthers. Chicago Bears, they better hope the new Pope can suit up because otherwise, these guys don't have a leader. At least the Pope knows how to lead. They got this Betty Boop style guy doing finger paint manicures. How's he supposed to lead men? I don't understand what they got going. They need to go to the Pontiff. Please, Father, bless this team because otherwise we got our sparklies on. These guys play at Soldier Field. Imagine the fellas at Iwo Jima watching this team walk around with manicures. They would volunteer for the grave. Cincinnati Bengals, this team is an abomination. I can't believe it. The NFL football is the closest thing to watching WW1 and WW2 strategies. It is about the trenches. You put big men clashing into each other. You use military strategy, right? You do James Mattis style stuff. And this team goes, no way. We want a guy who does hairdressing like Jake Paul, and he's going to throw to two guys, making maximum money. They paid the wide receivers and not the offensive line. Cleveland Browns, oh, Lord, if I was Joe Flacco, I would grab Kenny Pickens and I would say, let's retire because it ain't going anywhere. They decided, okay, we're going to get Shador Sanders. Don't you remember what happened with Primetime? This guy's a goddamn showboat. He doesn't do anything. The only thing the people of Cleveland can be excited for is the fact that thankfully the owner, the Haslams, changed the laws and they can build a new stadium with taxpayer money 10 miles outside the city. That way they don't have to be in that godforsaken place watching Deshaun Watson jerk around. Dallas Cowboys, woof. These guys can't get out of their own way. They got the sharking aficionado, Zeke Elliott, pulling tops and skirts down at every Irish parade. Meanwhile, they got Dax Shepard talking about doing God knows what, throwing to freaking Kenny Pickens. This guy, Aaron Rodgers should be writing them a check, sending it to Jerry Jones while he's on the charter bus with Dean Blandino and Roger Goodell heading out to Little St. James because he finally got this guy out of his hair. And meanwhile, Dax Shepard is going, I'm too depressed to throw a touchdown. The Denver Broncos owe the world something. Sean Payton deserves something. They want to get on this guy's case for trying to hurt other players. This stuff is serious, man. This is World War. They're punching, they're smacking, they're biting, they're gnashing teeth, and yet they're going to suspend him a whole season. But he got lucky because he got suspended a season, and then they had Kevin James play him in a Netflix movie, and it was funny as can be. So I say go for Denver Broncos. The Green Bay Packers. Oh, if I lived in the city of Green Bay, I'd say, sell my stock. I don't want it. I don't want to be a cheese man anymore because they got a guy named Love running their team. Football's not about love. It's about hate. It's about punching. It's about disrespecting your, obviously it's about sportsmanship, but it's also about disrespecting the person across from you. And they got Kevin Love throwing lofts. They gave up on Brett Favre. They gave up on Bart Starr. They gave up on Aaron Rodgers. For love, give it a rest. Houston Texans. Finally, things are starting to look up for them. I have no idea why. They got a bunch of showboats, but at least Jack Easterby went back to church. They got rid of him. This guy had the ear of the general manager saying, we got to get guys that pray together, that stay together, that pray together. Just because our quarterback did 22 penis showings means we got to get rid of him. This guy was a joke. He doesn't know talent. He doesn't know football. Everything's high and mighty on the Sermon Mount. Get rid of him. They're going to be better off this year. I put some money on it. Indianapolis Colts, I don't expect them to win anything because sometimes things are larger than sports, and they're a mourning because they lost one of the true heroes of the NFL. Their owner, Jim Irsay, tragically passed away, and this guy was a cool, smooth operator. This guy was friends with Peyton Manning. This guy was a rocker. This guy could play certain blues songs on a guitar. He had Jimi Hendrix guitar in his house. That's how cool this guy is. So he's a cool cat, and the NFL's gonna miss him, and I'm assuming that they're in, I wouldn't be surprised if the Indianapolis Colts play in black uniforms this year because they're in green. The Jacksonville Jaguars, they're putting all their hopes on Travis Hunter because he can play both sides like Shohei Origami. This guy, this isn't baseball, dude. This is football. This is a man's game. You gotta sit down in between plays. You gotta rest. You gotta let your elements ride because it's too serious. It's too masculine to play the both sides of the ball. And then they got Trevor Lawrence. This guy should be a good quarterback, but instead this Easter Island looking dude won't get his hair cut. Brother, I'll pay for you. Go to Lady Jane's. Kansas City Chiefs. Finally it happened. Taylor Ono got in the way, okay? Too much distraction. The fellas can't even concentrate on football. They're so busy worried about who voted for who. Can Travis Kelce and can Patrick Mahomes be in the same suite because their wives don't vote the same way? She's got such a spell on these guys that they're so woke now. Andy Reid's about to kneel on the flag. Las Vegas Raiders. Normally, I'd be very trusting of touchdown Tommy Brady. This guy is a genius. We all know it, the greatest football player ever played. But I don't know what he's gonna do with Geno Smith. This thing's sour from the start. They're lucky no one goes to Las Vegas anymore because at least no one has to watch him play. I'd say, Mark Davis, come down to Lady Jane's, go to Supercuts, let's get you a haircut, and let's get in your ear because you need to do something a little different. Maybe listen to Tom Brady. Maybe try the TB12 method. Los Angeles Chargers, send him back to San Diego. We don't want him. We don't want him. But if we gotta watch him, at least they got Jim Harbaugh. This guy's got his boy drinking milk. He's got him running up the middle. No passing. Zero. Cut it out. Justin Herbert, this guy throwing air balls, interceptions all the time. Don't need it. Just run it right up the middle. It's a perfect game plan. Drink your milk, keep them separated. Okay, Ramily, here we go. It's Rams time, and folks, you're not gonna wanna hear what I have to say because I have about 10 years experience watching Pat Stafford tossing dinkos into the end zone and into the wrong team's hands. It ain't happening, folks. You're getting rid of Cooper Kupp for Pocket Tatooine. It ain't gonna last, okay? You're not gonna get very far with Pat Stafford throwing about 1,500 yards and 11 interceptions. Miami Dolphins, every year's a fresh start for them. They got DJ Khaled going whoop, 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 but guess what? You still got Tugi Chakaladooey drinking his own spinal fluid. It ain't happening. Minnesota Vikings. Uh-oh, midnight strikes. No more Cinderella. It's time for mononucleosis pumpkin. We gotta say goodnight to Sam Darnold, but don't worry, they put their faith in the hands of a guy who hasn't thrown a pass since high school. He's so busy chucking balls right up the middle with Jim Harbaugh, drinking milk. This guy just graduated college. His diploma says 1925. New England Patriots. I'm sorry, folks. Boston, you're in trouble. You better hope you enjoy your Dunkin' Donuts because that's all you're getting this season. Drake May is the curse of letting Tom Brady go. This guy's not even eating a freaking tomato because he cares so much about winning, but you let him go in favor of Bill Belichick, who's so busy snorting little 22-year-old thigh bones, he can't even pay attention. The guy's got dementia, he's got brain worms, he's eating carrots on the sideline of North Carolina. Hut. New Orleans Saints, don't expect much because these folks are trying to let a Mormon backup quarterback lead their team. They hired Kellen Moore, a backup for the team. He couldn't even play on the Detroit Lions. And he's supposed to coach their team. Meanwhile, the owner's doing cover-ups for pedophile priests. I don't even understand. the Superdome is better suited as a hurricane shelter because they got nothing going on Super Bowl Sunday. New York Giants bring in Russell Bustle Hustle. This guy's the AC Green of the NFL. He's been married 10 years. He still hasn't had sex. This guy's a virgin. He's just talking about God to the Mariphail son who's breathing sarcophagus dust in his eyes. Like, oh, I inherited the team from my grandfather. Nah. This guy needs to go back to church, learn how to win, leave church, stop playing church on Sundays, start playing football, start doing sex. Philadelphia Eagles, probably the most disgraceful Super Bowl champs of my entire lifetime. These guys have no shame. They don't play football, they do butt chugging next to Liberty Bell. These guys are shoving butts all day. They don't even run plays, they just touch each other's butts. It's disgusting. They're just all, let's put the biggest guys on the smallest guys' butts. This is the whole thing. It's a homosexual agenda getting into my football team, and I don't like it.
Deflection.
The New York Jets. What do you say about the New York Jets? They don't win. They don't win when they have Aaron Rodgers. They don't win when Aaron Rodgers is bringing an American flag out after to celebrate the 20-year anniversary of 9/11. He is running out with American flag like a true American patriot saying 9/11, 9/11, and they still lost 13 games. Don't ever bet on this team. Pittsburgh Steelers finally get a QB, thank God. Ever since Big Ben Roethlisberger retired, I've been saying, praying, Lord, please, 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 let this team get somebody who can chuck the ball. I'm so tired of watching Russell. I'm so tired of watching Kenny. But they bring in the master, the intellectual. It doesn't matter if he busted, this guy busted his Achilles tendon and they immediately put it back by drinking bone broth. Aaron Rodgers. If they can't win a Super Bowl this year, then they need to fire everybody because Aaron Rodgers is bringing his master plan. He's going to do rope-a-dopes on the referees, and he's going to win a championship. Mark my words, in Pittsburgh this year. San Francisco 49ers. Time ran out, folks. You got to pay the man. Listen, I'm as much of a fan of Brock Purdy as the next guy, but at a certain point, you got to start paying these guys, and they go from guys who like to work, gym rat types who study the game, all of a sudden you give them $1 million, they're all of a sudden crying. Get ready, San Francisco, because you're going to have a lot crying this year. I'm not joking you about that one. Seattle Seahawks, welcome home, mononucleosis. I hope you enjoy your whole city under a big cloud of rain and a lot of mono. No one plays. Everybody's doing kissing disease because Seattle's going to be they haven't seen it this bad since grunge music, okay? Everybody's going to be crying like Kurt Cobain died because they're all doing kissing diseases. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't know what you expect from Baker Mayfield. The guy sure is good on commercials. He can do a Lady Jane's commercial. He can do erection pills, but he can't throw a freaking football. I wouldn't trust him with my wife. I don't even have a wife anymore, and I wouldn't trust him. The Tennessee Titans, who watches them? I don't. But all I do know about them is this is the mark of a bad organization, folks. They have Will Levis, a true fucking passer. All they had to do was give him some time to develop. But this guy, the FedEx man, is so busy doing air, trying to send everything to Vietnam, he doesn't pay attention to his team. He's got a son who says, please, Dad, please let me coach the team. But he sends his son to Atlanta because he won't let him coach the team. Then they bring in Will Levis. They're letting him ride on the bench now because of Cam Ward. I don't even understand what this means anymore. Washington, can't say it anymore, but you know what? We'll call them the Commanders now for a second, just because I could not be more pleased. Listen, when this hotshot Showtime Laker, Magic Johnson bought the team, I'm thinking, uh-oh, here we go. But I'm a man, I can admit when I was wrong. And Magic Johnson brought his little razzle-dazzle to the team, and I'm happy to report that I've seen the alternate uniforms this year, and let's just say they're going back to a little something a little more classic. And that's what we want from our Washington, not allowed to say it, Book Bob. I feel like the NFL's the last place you're not allowed to say stuff anymore. We finally can talk again, but I can't talk in the NFL, okay? The Washington football team, the Washington Commanders. give it a rest. But we know what commander means, okay? Right here. And thankfully, Magic Johnson and his co-ownership, they're bringing back a little bit of history to the NFL. Oh, boy. I knew I had to do it at some point. I knew it, and I didn't want to do it. I didn't want you to see it. I didn't want to do it. But I got to talk about the Detroit Lions. And let me tell you, this is exactly what I thought they'd be. This organization can trick you. They can fool you. They can do whatever you think. They'll switch it up, and all of a sudden, oh, you know what? Jared Goff, he's a guy. He actually is a player. Oh, these guys are tough. Brian Branch, he puts people in concussion protocols. He's sending people to the hospital. Dad, this is cool. I'm enjoying it. Guess what? They're still the same frauds they've always been. They're still going to let you down. Dan Campbell, you can bring in Hulk Hogan all you want. You can bite as many kneecaps as you want to bite. But you're still the same soft motor city kitties. Jared Goff is still riding the sunset wave, doing Escape from LA, Kurt Russell style surfboarding. This guy is a Malibu type, looks like Kevin Stacy, or John Stacy, Kelly Slater, the surfboard maniac. This guy, they're all a bunch of dancers. They're not doing the work. There's never, ever gonna trick me again, because I'm gonna tell you right now, Detroit Lions, they're not winning a game this year. That's a promise. Okay, we have done it. 32 teams, the NFL preview. Please use this for betting, use it for gambling. But if you lose money, don't come for Newton. Newton's here. This is recreational purposes only. This is friendship barbershop betting. This is Lady Jane's barbershop betting. Okay, I'm making bets with my finasterol, my erection pills. That's it. Okay. So strictly, we're not allowed to say it for real money-making purposes. So strictly for fun. But thank you for joining us on the Men's Room, and I'm so happy the season is almost here. And as always, we moving forward down the field, Lions.